I'd like to invite Deepak Ahuja, CEO, co-founder of iACCEL, and runs the Gulf Business Incubator out of Dubai. He's a C-level executive and a highly successful career in banking and insurance industry, an IIM Lucknow graduate, and then is on the advisory board of a bunch of companies and has a focus on ed tech, insurance tech, and fintech. He's going to talk about UAE, the new frontier, and what is happening there. We also have a parallel session running in Maple Hall on a contemporary technology policy landscape in India, which is Trilegal, Jaydeep Reddy, and there's several others. So if you're interested in that, that's also there. And before our panelists get off, I just want to also thank our sponsors. So I appreciate Kalari Capital. Vani's not here today, but Vani's always been a great supporter of iDay. And Kalari, thank you very much for helping and making this iDay possible. And Kutrim as well. So thank you so much for everything. And let's get a big round of applause for Deepak. Please come on aboard. Good to see you. Clicker, yeah.
Thank you. So I just need to,
I don't know.
Morning, everyone. It's indeed an honor and pleasure to be here. Thanks to Delhi-NCR. My name is Deepak Ahuja. I'm a resident of UAE for the last 30 years. Banker for almost 22 years, but last 8 years I'm heavily involved in the startup ecosystem, both in India and the UAE. iACCEL Gulf Business Incubator is a go-to-market accelerator supported by Dubai government. I'm the co-founder and CEO, and I think I don't have to really spend time on this slide because Dubai, the fact that it's got proximity to India, ease of doing business, we all know that. To the extent that we even call it a cleaner city of India, that means people from India want to do business there. And this is exactly what I'm trying to bring for tech startups. So this company was formed in March 23, almost 17 months back under the patronage of Dubai government. We were mandated to bring tech startups from India and other parts of the world. To make sure the journey is well guided, I formed an advisory board. So you see Dr. Vivek Mansingh, who is based in Bangalore, a very distinguished gentleman who's come on the advisory board as the chairman. So what do we do? How many founders and VCs in this room? If you can raise your hands. What if I told you for your tech startups, if they are revenue making and they have an expansion plan for Middle East, I can offer them a license, an office space, also offer them regulatory approvals, get them to get business from our network of mentors and market access providers, and a funding up to $20 to $25 million, depending on what stage they are. Yes, this is exactly what we do. This is our value proposition. We work with tech startups across the world. We provide them the landing platform in terms of licensing in the mainland. We have also helped them to get regulatory approvals if that's what they need for their business. But most importantly, what we have created is a network of more than 400 people, which my co-founder will come and talk about it very shortly. The mentors and investors have become one of the strengths for us. We work with a lot of VCs in Dubai and the region who are now using us as a deal flow partners for working with the startups. I've been coming to this kind of forums in the past few months and have successfully worked with all these big names. So Gautam, you mentioned Kalari Capital. Vani met me almost a month back. We have already got a couple of companies from Kalari. Not just that, but Padmaja was here in the room in the morning. India Angel Network has partnered with us. So has Ivy Cap and many big names, right from Chirate to Venture East and Earnest. All of them have sent their startups to work with us in Dubai for the Middle East expansion. And we also work with companies across the globe. We have partnership with UK. We have partnership with Singapore-based entities who are working with us to send their startups with Dubai as a launchpad for the Middle East expansion. These are some of the companies from our portfolio. I'm sure many familiar names, right from Bangalore-based Dozy, which is funded by Prime Ventures and 314 Capital. We are also talking to many companies in the portfolios of Kalari Capital, Dexter, Athera, Ivy Cap, to take them to Dubai and launch them in the entire Middle East and African market. I want to now invite my co-founder, Anishka, on the platform to come and talk about this network that we have created for market access. This has become one of the biggest USPs for us because these are people who are based in the UAE and the Middle East, and they talk about how they can help the startups who come to Dubai, apart from the basics of licensing. So, Anushka, over to you.
So good morning, everyone. My name is Anushka Gehani. I am the co-founder and CMO for iACCEL Gulf Business Incubator. What we've done in the last 18 months is build a really strong network of sector specialist professionals, and they come from various different sectors: healthcare, education, finance, bankers, internet experts. And what we've done is essentially ensure that these professionals are really looking at giving back in terms of their time, their expertise. So as and when a startup comes into the UAE, we help them map, we map them with the right expert in order to localize their business model. And eventually, the mentors and advisors get extremely engaged with the startup and a lot of them actually end up investing as well into the startup. This has helped our startups immensely in order to understand the UAE market and also enabled them to build for the UAE and for the Middle East region. One of the other aspects that we actually look after is we have monthly events where we invite a lot of our startups to present in front of our network, and that's where we've seen some amazing outcomes. We've seen some great mentors being associated with our startups who've enabled our startups to fast-track their UAE entry. And we've also seen a lot of fundraise happen through these events as well. Over to you.
Thank you, Anushka. Anushka has been a co-founder from day one, believed in the idea, and really has helped us to bring many of these companies on board. What we do for the companies, as I mentioned, is the entire gamut. Many of these companies on the board have tested success in the first 3 to 6 months. So I'm not saying the founders can't come on their own, but when they come with iACCEL, their go-to-market journey is accelerated 5 or 6 times, and we generally get results in first 3 to 6 months' time, right from getting them the regulatory approvals, funding, and the market access, the first client. And this is all done based on no upfront cost, which is why we have been very successful. This network is of people based in the GCC area. Each of them is almost 15 to 20 years of expertise. So they sit with the founders and work closely to customize and localize the product and then open doors for them, which is why our model has been very, very well accepted. And a lot of tech startups from across the world, not just from India, are working with us today. We have come here in India to work with many large names, and we have been very fortunate to have Saurav Srivastav, IN, partnering with us. So is Vani Kola from Kalari and Ivy Cap Vikram Gupta. So my appeal here is that, you're working closely with a lot of tech startups. If they are looking for a global expansion, we are here for the entire day. We'll be happy to talk to them, but then also we'll leave our coordinates for the future conversation. One more important aspect, we work very closely with TAI. In fact, the global summit that is happening in the month of December, we will be creating a UAE pavilion. So we not only bring startups from India to UAE, but UAE startups will be coming to India in that occasion, and we have a special pavilion that has been created for that. Finally, we have also created a very strong mentor board who helps the startups on the ground. So plugging into iACCEL gives you access to amazing people in Dubai. These 3 gentlemen are legends in their own way. Banking, AI, innovation, e-gaming, future economy. They advise Dubai government on various aspects like that, and which is where our success has come in many, many ways. It's been a journey of only 17 months, but we almost got 25 tech startups, and we are very confident that we'll continue to do this with your support. Thank you very much. I have case studies which I can talk to each one of you individually when we have time, but thanks a lot, Gautam and Upasana, for making this happen.
Thank you very much, Tai, as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deepak. Thank you very much. Anushka, Upasana has something she'd like to present to you guys. Please, we'll take a picture. Thank you. And I'm sure there are a lot of people in the audience who have questions about Dubai and how to do business in Dubai and how to set up. So you have some great experts here who will be able to help you. I also want to use this opportunity to thank our sponsor, Havas Media Network, and Mohit, who is one of the co-chairs. He couldn't be here today, as well as IIFL Securities for their support. Again, without our sponsor support, this conference would be very difficult to run. This is actually completely volunteer run. So which is, incredible for a conference this size. So it's very important. Anybody in blue shirts as a volunteer, please go up and thank them if you get a chance.